death is hideous and ugly and grotesque and wildly, wildly unfair. Or maybe death is beautiful and spiritual and transcendent and sometimes a very necessary and very freeing escape from our physical bodies when they have no longer become habitable. That is a quote from the TV show Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist, and it's one I thought Lucy would have liked. Sometimes when it's late at night and I'm sitting with my roommate and I'm thinking about Lucy and I remember that she's gone and I start to tear up, my roommate will ask me questions about her. And at first it hurt to talk about her because every time I did, I remembered that she was no longer here. But as the nights turned into weeks and then into months, I found myself smiling when I told stories about her. Isn't that what death's all about? We give death such a bad reputation because we hate that something came and took the people that we love away from us. But sometimes it's death that needs to step in and help our loved ones to a place where they're no longer hurting. It's taking the hurt and the pain and turning it into love and peace. We're here today to celebrate Lucy's life and to honor her death, not to cry about her death and forget her life. So I've prepared a list of the things that I loved about Lucy. Here they are. Lucy was afraid of everything. Well, this doesn't seem like something you'd love. It turned into it. Because every time something scared her, she would come running to me, searching for a hug. She was my best friend. I couldn't imagine my childhood or teenage years without her in them. She was always there for those she was close to. She was always there to listen to my problems. Whenever I was crying, she would do everything she could think of to make me feel better, even if it was just sitting with me. She loved to eat, which is something we bonded over, and we could never stay mad at each other because something would happen that was amazing or terrible and we would have to tell each other about it. Now, none of this is to say that she was the best and that she never did anything wrong. She did plenty of things that were wrong, and I know she wouldn't want us to forget that. However, she might want us to forget exactly what those things were. I know that I talk about her a lot. And at this point, I shouldn't feel the need to cry whenever I think about her for too long. But the bond we had isn't one that just goes away. It simply changes. I felt something in my chest break when I got that phone call telling me that death had taken her. But now, instead of crying because I'm broken and terrified about living life without her, I cry with a small smile on my face. Because I know that if she were here, she would be proud of me. Lucy was afraid of many things, but I don't think she was afraid of death. In fact, I think maybe she greeted it like an old friend, taking its hand as they walked towards her next journey together. So goodbye, Lucy. Wherever your next journey takes you, remember, you'll always have a place in my heart. Thank you.